Time to sacrifice the Sur-Ron. Oh, it's not a Sur-Ron, it's an Erad Pro. Yes, it is an Erad Pro. Good eye. It's a first generation Pro S. Haven't touched it in a minute. It's a shame, it still runs great. Battery, controller, motor, we're stripping it and we're converting this to gas. Out comes the battery and I'm unplugging everything so that I can loosen up the controller, undo the phase wires to the motor and the battery leads. The controller can come off and we can head to the motor. Is my girlfriend's cat licking his balls. I'm gutting the entire bike. I'm leaving absolutely nothing. We're starting with a perfect electric, previously electric roller. So off comes the throttle and the controls over here. I apologize for this cat cute maxing in the background. If you fuck with bow, put W bow in the chat. I'm stripping everything I can. We're gonna need as much space as possible for this 65 motor. Even though it's a 65, it's a 2-stroke. This bike is about to have the power of a 125 4-stroke. It's totally stripped and it's time to head over to my local power sports shop. This project would not have been possible without the amazing work at Chronic Racing. They're a family-owned shop and they'll work on any bike, including your Sur-Ron, which is super rare. So shout out to Chronic Racing. This is the KX65 before we touched it, and this is us touching it. Off comes the seat, the plastics, gas tank, exhaust, 2-stroke pipey pipe, and draining that hoe. Taking off the radiator, front wheel, and front forks. This whole process, I'm realizing how similar these bikes are to the Sur-Ron. It's all the same. Whoop, we're cutting the rear frame off. And just when the Erad Pro thought it was safe, we kept cutting, taking off a big chunk of the Erad Pro frame to make way for this massive 2-stroke motor.
Wow.
The plan is to keep the motor on the factory Kawasaki frame and just cut the frame so that we can mount the frame to the bike as opposed to figuring out how to mount the motor to the bike. Here's us test fitting it. Everything's looking pretty good. And we found the perfect tiny little gas tank. This might be a half or a quarter gallon. And through a combination of grinding, drilling, and welding, Pete at Chronic Racing was able to custom fabricate a tank holder, exhaust mount, motor mount, and retrofit the Kawasaki frame so that it can bolt directly onto the Erad Pro. We only need 2 more things. A primary chain conversion kit from GritShift. This is so that the gas motor is compatible with the Erad Pro powertrain. And shout out to GritShift for doing the math with me on what sprocket to order from Prickly. Prickly custom made this sprocket. It is comically small, but this is the number of teeth we calculated to match the stock gear ratio on the KX65. Look how small this is compared to the Erad Pro sprocket. After a little more cutting and